All right, for the first part of this question, we are being asked to state the system of inequalities represented by the graph. Let's start by looking at the gray section. Just for my sake, I'm going to highlight it purple. So this section is everything under this solid straight line going across here. So we need to figure out what equation is represented by that line. Now, since it's a linear equation, we know it's going to be in the format of y equals mx plus b, or at least it could be in this format. We may as well pick this format because it's the slope y-intercept form. Very easy to figure out because we can look graphically, figure out the slope and the y-intercept fairly easily. Visually, we can tell that the y-intercept is at -2, so it'll be -2, that's our b value. And our slope, that's our rise over run. It looks like it's rising 2 and going 1 to the right. Up 2, 1 to the right, up 2, 1 to the right. So our slope is 2 over 1, or just 2. So y equals 2x minus 2 is the equation of that line. However, we're looking at this as an inequality. What we highlighted is everything that's below it. So instead of us saying y is equal to 2x minus 2, we would want it to be y is less than or equal to 2x minus 2. Because it's a solid line, it can include it. You'll notice the difference with the other line, which I'm going to be using green to highlight here. Because it's dotted, our inequality symbol is going to be just less than. So it's going to be y is less than. Now we need to figure out the second equation, or the second line here. We can see that the y-intercept is at 3, positive 3, so it's going to be plus 3 here. And our slope is going to be negative because it's moving downwards. And let's see here, it's moving down 3, 1 to the right, down 3, 1 to the right, down 3, 1 to the right. So that means our slope is -3 over 1, or just -3. So these two inequalities represents the system of inequalities represented by the graph. Now, next part of the question is asking us to state what region A represents. And if you can't already tell, it should be pretty obvious, but I'm going to highlight this section green, everything below -3x plus 3. And you'll see what happens is section A represents both of them. So it's the solution set of the entire system. So yeah, you see I just wrote out there that it's the solution set of the system, or in other words, it's the solution for both inequalities. Last part of the question is asking us to state what the entire gray region represents. So the gray region is what I highlighted in purple. So that would be the solution set of just the inequality of y is less than or equal to 2x minus 2, what I wrote down in pink there, or purple. All right, and that covers everything for this question. That's all, and thanks for visiting JD's Preparation.